Hi, and in this tutorial, we're going to take a look at how you can create this hologram illusion inside of VDMX. So let's get started. With this tutorial, we're going to include a project file that you can open up and some of these assets. So you can create backgrounds like this, flying through space. Okay, so to get started, I'm going to open my Workspace inspector, which you can also get to by hitting the Command 1 button or clicking on Window, Workspace Inspector. From here, we have a front layer and a background layer. I'm going to click on the front layer, and I'm going to select live input. I'm going to choose my FaceTime camera. Here we go. And your background layer, right now, this media bin here is set so that if I click on one of these layers, it'll trigger it in my background. But since my foreground layer, this front layer, is covering it up, we can't see it. So if I wanted to see that background, I could actually turn down the opacity on the front layer. Okay. For the time being, I'm just going to take this background layer and I'm going to eject that clip. And the first effect that we'll need is a remove background effect. Ta-da! So this isolates the head and gets us started pretty quick. Okay, and after this, we're going to add a layer mask. And we'll add our layer mask, which you'll notice will essentially change like the opacity, but we can make some adjustments to isolate the foreground and background. Let's choose multiply, and then we will add a VHS glitch. There we go. So from here, we're going to get some of these settings configured so that we can get the best look possible. And I'm going to make sure that my alpha mode is set to multiply instead of additive, just to get rid of these edges. You'll see this whenever I click on like a background image, we want to get rid of those lines. So I'm going to go to multiply. And then in the VHS glitch, these are the settings that I'm currently using. And we actually have audio analysis turned on. So if I start talking a little bit louder, you can notice that my voice is now manipulating the overall image. And that's because we essentially can right click, use data source, audio analysis, and select different filters. So I'm going to open up my button inspector or Command 2, which you can also find up here under the UI inspector. And from here, we can see that this scan line is currently set to filter 3. This number 2 is set to filter 1. And then our gain level is set to filter 2. And so here's filter 1, 2, and 3. If we wanted to isolate these sounds, make something more specific to a different frequency, or add additional filters, we could do so. So here's filter 4 right there. And I'm going to remove this one for the sake of the tutorial. Yeah, so there you have it. Now we have a holographic look from one of your favorite classic TV shows. Yes, so I hope you liked this tutorial, found it useful, and it shows you some of the very exciting possibilities that you can achieve visually with VDMX. If you do anything cool, feel free to tag us in it at VIDVOX. We'd love to see what you're doing. Thank you.